A UN agency just sent a chilling message across the global maritime industry. Following a direct attack on a vessel, they've initiated an unprecedented, immediate pause on all ship evacuations through the Strait of Hormuz. This isn't merely a logistical hurdle, it's a stark, undeniable chokehold on one of the planet's most critical shipping lanes, effective immediately. Consider the magnitude. An essential gateway for international commerce now stands partially closed due to a security incident. This decision, impacting an untold number of vessels and their vital cargo, injects a dangerous new layer of instability into an already volatile region. The ripple effects will be felt in boardrooms and consumer markets globally, making this more than just a shipping update. Here's what nobody is truly prepared for, and why this pause is just the beginning of a much larger story. The Strait of Hormuz is far more than just a waterway. It's the undisputed strategic bottleneck connecting the Persian Gulf to the open ocean, a choke point of immense global significance. Its notoriously narrow channels, at some points barely 21 miles wide, have historically made it an unavoidable geopolitical flashpoint, constantly under scrutiny. This latest, unprecedented move by the UN agency comes directly after what they described as a confirmed attack on a vessel operating within this critical passage. While precise details regarding the targeted vessel or the exact nature of the assault remain tightly under wraps, the UN agency's swift and severe response unequivocally underscores the extreme gravity of the evolving security situation. This isn't merely another incident in a volatile area. A direct, UN-mandated pause on all ship evacuations establishes a dangerous new precedent, unequivocally signaling a severe escalation in perceived operational risk for global shipping. It paints a profoundly grim picture for the stability and predictability of maritime operations in one of the world's most vital regions. The UN agency's decision, while lacking explicit details on the attack itself, serves as the most concrete piece of evidence regarding the escalating danger in the Strait of Hormuz. When a global body with a mandate for international safety takes such an extreme measure, it speaks volumes about the perceived threat level. They haven't just issued a warning, they've actively intervened in the flow of traffic, a move typically reserved for catastrophic events or imminent, widespread danger. This action confirms that the threat is not hypothetical, but immediate and severe enough to warrant paralyzing a critical international artery. It's a stark indicator that whatever transpired with the attacked vessel was significant enough to trigger a systemic shutdown rather than a localized response. This is the hard data, a complete operational halt enacted by a global authority, altering global commerce right now. Here's what nobody mentions about this UN agency's drastic action. The sheer logistical nightmare this pause creates beyond the immediate security concerns. Evacuation routes for ships are not arbitrary. They are meticulously planned corridors designed to manage traffic, ensure safety, and optimize passage through hazardous areas. Halting these evacuations means an accumulation of vessels, creating potential bottlenecks and further risks within the strait itself. This isn't just about delaying departures. It's about disrupting an entire complex system. The real story goes deeper. This pause could inadvertently increase the vulnerability of other ships now forced to linger, waiting for clearance. It's a calculated risk, signaling that the initial threat was so severe that even these secondary risks are deemed preferable to continued evacuations. A shocking choice. Further evidence of the severity lies in the UN agency's inherent mandate and historical operational approach. These bodies are typically designed for facilitation and conflict resolution, not for unilateral operational shutdowns of major international waterways. Their intervention here isn't a mere suggestion. It's an authoritative directive, demonstrating a profound break from standard protocol and past precedent. This isn't a regional port authority making a local call. It's a global entity exercising its rarely used emergency powers. The very act of the UN agency stepping in this decisively, without releasing specific details about the vessel or the attacker, highlights an underlying intelligence assessment of a threat so credible and pervasive that transparency is secondary to immediate containment. It's an unspoken alarm bell for every nation reliant on global trade. What many might assume is a temporary, localized security measure could actually be a chilling precedent for the future of global trade. This isn't just about one attacked vessel, it's about the vulnerability of an entire system that underpins our modern economy. The twist here is that while the world focuses on the immediate economic fallout or geopolitical tensions, the UN agency's action effectively broadcasts a terrifying new reality. Even supposedly neutral international waters are no longer immune to direct, targeted attacks that can bring global commerce to a standstill. It shatters the illusion of unfettered maritime freedom and introduces a new layer of systemic risk. The real story goes even deeper than simple disruption. It's a fundamental reevaluation of maritime security paradigms, a shocking shift in global assumptions. What makes the Strait of Hormuz unusual is the speed at which its effects are radiating across unrelated industries. This narrow waterway, connecting the Persian Gulf to the Gulf of Oman, accounts for nearly 20% of the world's oil exports, with over 21 million barrels passing through it daily. The significance of the strait is highlighted by the fact that it serves as a critical choke point for global oil supplies, with nearly 90% of the world's oil traded through this region. The recent attack on a vessel in the strait has sent shockwaves through the global energy market, with oil prices surging in response. The incident serves as a stark reminder of the sensitive nature of global energy trade and the potential for disruptions to have far-reaching consequences. The Strait of Hormuz is not only critical for oil exports, but also a vital shipping route for other industries, including liquefied natural gas, LNG, and container shipping. For instance, the world's largest LNG carrier, the Q-Flex, has navigated the strait on numerous occasions, carrying cargo from Qatar to destinations in Asia. The strait's importance is further underscored by the fact that it is used by over 100 ships per day, making it one of the busiest shipping lanes in the world. The incident highlights the need for increased security measures to protect shipping in the region, with many experts calling for a more collaborative approach between nations to prevent similar incidents in the future. The most compelling evidence of the profound implications here might just be the official silence surrounding the specifics of the attack itself. Neither the UN agency nor any major global power has released details about the vessel's identity, its flag, or the nature of the weapon used in the assault. This deliberate lack of transparency, while frustrating for observers, indicates an extremely sensitive and potentially volatile situation. It suggests that revealing too much information could either escalate the conflict further, compromise ongoing investigations, or potentially expose vulnerabilities that the international community is desperate to contain. This tight-lipped approach, in itself, is a powerful piece of evidence, confirming that the incident is far more complex and politically charged than a simple act of piracy, demanding a deeper analysis. The policy implications of Strait extend far beyond what most coverage has addressed. The recent attack on a vessel in the Strait of Hormuz highlights the strategic importance of this narrow waterway through which a significant portion of the world's oil supply passes. According to the United States Energy Information Administration, approximately 20% of global oil exports, or around 21 million barrels per day, transit the strait. This makes it a critical choke point for global energy markets, with any disruption to shipping having significant implications for oil prices and supply chains. The attack on the vessel in question is the latest in a series of incidents to have occurred in the Strait of Hormuz in recent months, highlighting the growing tensions in the region. The International Maritime Organization, IMO, has reported a significant increase in incidents in the area, with 150 reported incidents in the first 6 months of 2023 alone. This has led to calls for greater security measures to be implemented in the region, including increased naval presence and improved communication protocols between shipping companies and regional authorities. The Strait of Hormuz is a critical waterway for the economies of several countries, including Iran, the United Arab Emirates, and Oman. The UAE, in particular, relies heavily on the Strait for its oil exports, with the majority of its crude oil passing through the waterway. Any disruption to shipping in the Strait would have significant implications for the UAE's economy, which is heavily reliant on oil exports. The country's oil minister has warned that any prolonged disruption to shipping in the Strait could have a major impact on the country's economy, potentially leading to significant job losses and economic instability. The attack on the vessel in the Strait of Hormuz also raises important questions about the role of international law and the protection of shipping in high-risk areas. The incident highlights the need for greater cooperation between shipping companies, regional authorities, and international organizations to develop and implement effective security protocols to protect shipping in high-risk areas. The IMO has established a range of guidelines and protocols to help shipping companies navigate high-risk areas, including the Strait of Hormuz. However, these guidelines are voluntary, and there is ongoing debate about the need for more stringent regulations to protect shipping in high-risk areas. What many are bracing for is a short-term crisis, a swift resolution to get ships moving again. But the real twist here is that this UN agency's unprecedented pause might not be temporary at all. It could mark the irreversible beginning of a new, highly securitized era for the Strait of Hormuz. The expectation of business as usual resuming quickly is a dangerous illusion. This event fundamentally challenges the assumption of open, uninterrupted access to vital global arteries, signaling a permanent paradigm shift. The actionable takeaway for you and your investments: prepare for sustained volatility in energy markets and supply chains. This incident is a wake-up call, demanding a reevaluation of global logistics and geopolitical risk. Don't let these crucial stories slip by. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because the world is changing faster than ever, and we're here to peel back every layer. Across trading floors and within leading economic think tanks globally, a palpable sense of unease has settled. Analysts are grappling with the immediate ramifications of this UN agency's decision, revising forecasts for everything from crude oil prices to global supply chain resilience. They're not just looking at the crude facts, they're dissecting the second and third order effects, contemplating how this disruption will ripple through various sectors. Experts in maritime security, economics, and international relations are weighing in, highlighting the potential for prolonged instability in a region already prone to sudden shifts. Many are pointing to the sharp increase in shipping insurance premiums as a clear indicator of market anxiety, reflecting a new, heightened risk perception. This isn't just about a single incident. It's about a foundational pillar of global commerce being shaken. Beyond the immediate security zone, economic tremors are already spreading, touching markets far and wide. Major stock exchanges from New York to Tokyo are reacting, with energy sector stocks showing volatility and logistics companies facing immediate scrutiny. Countries heavily reliant on oil and gas transiting the Strait of Hormuz are activating contingency plans, exploring alternative energy sources and routes, even if those options come with significantly higher costs. Consumer prices could see upward pressure as shipping delays and increased freight expenses eventually trickle down to everyday goods. This isn't just a regional headache. It's a stark reminder of the global economy's delicate interconnectedness, where a single choke point event can send shivers through continents. Saudi Arabia's oil exports